Mr. President, you can't let information that valuable fall into his hands. If he was to get a hold of the list, it would put our entire country's national security at risk, as well as the lives of the men we've ever had out there in the field, tracking people like him.
I know that, Ryan. I know that, but he's got a hold of some kind of biological weapon. What am I supposed to do? He threatened to release it if I refuse to give him the list.
Sir,
how the hell did this man get past security? He should be on our no-fly list or something, right? More importantly, how the hell did he get his hands on something like this?
I honestly couldn't tell you, sir. We don't have all the details yet. When did he say he would call back?
He said I've got 15 minutes to get the list.
What's your plan, sir?
Damn it, Ryan. I will not allow America to be dictated by a madman. America does not negotiate with terrorists.
I can only hope they view it that way as well, Mr. President. Thousands of lives are at stake.
Come on, Ryan. Don't be naive. He's just gonna go through with the plan anyway once he gets what he wants. We can't just give it to him.
Sir, I do have a suggestion, actually, but I really don't think you're going to like it.
If you have a way to get out of this, Ryan, I want to hear it. Go ahead.
What if we took some kind of action against the aircraft, sir?
Ryan, are you seriously suggesting what I think you are?
It was just a suggestion, sir.
Are you crazy? Why the hell would we do something like that?
Sir, just listen to me for a minute. You said it was a biological weapon, correct? If we send in one of our fighters to intercept the plane before it reaches a highly populated area, we can minimize casualties by taking the plane down with one of the missiles armed on the fighter. It has enough firepower to incinerate the biological weapon, erasing any trace of the pathogen before it even reaches the city.
There's just one problem with that plan, Ryan. The terrorist isn't the only one on the plane. There must be over 200 people up there.
I never said the decision was going to be easy, sir. I still think you should keep it as an option, though.
No, absolutely not. That option should not even be on the table. There has to be another way, Ryan.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Please. Yes, losing over 200 people would be a tragedy. Nobody is denying that. But losing over 1,000, and probably much more, would be even worse. Mr. President, sometimes taking collateral damage is necessary to protect the greater good.
Collateral damage? These are American lives, Ryan. There aren't just some buildings we can repair later.
Then I'm sorry, sir, but we're back to square one, with two, need I remind you, very unfavorable options. A. Give him the list and put our national security at risk. Mind you, if you do this, it will probably take 50 years or more to restabilize this country. So this is not a valid option. B. Don't give him the list, but put tens upon thousands of lives at risk by doing so. Once again, not an option.
What you're asking me to make is an impossible decision, Ryan.
I understand that, sir. Anybody else would feel the same if they were in your shoes.
So, what you're asking me is if I care more about the 200 or more on that plane or the 10,000 or more down here. Is that it?
Yes, Mr. President, I'm afraid so. Giving him the list is not an option.
Tell me, Ryan, how will I be able to face the people once they realize that their president was willing to sacrifice so many lives.
Sir, they will understand. They understand that terrorists don't follow rules. They don't have our honor or our dignity. They aren't interested in talking with us and addressing their problems for a peaceful resolution.
You're right, Ryan. You're absolutely right. I should have more faith in the people that helped me get to where I am today.
Yes, sir.
Contact Admiral Burns. Have him set up a meeting with the Joint Chiefs and get that fighter in the air immediately.
Yes, sir. Right away.
This is insane. How could I have let something like this happen under my administration? But I can't back down now. I won't. I'll show this bastard that America doesn't back down. We fight back. He said 15 minutes. So that leaves us with about 6 minutes to get that fighter deployed.
Mr. President, the fighter will be ready shortly. They're running the final checks on it now and providing the pilot with coordinates for the target.
Thank you, Ryan.
Sir, I know you don't think this is the right thing to do. I realize that, but we have no other options. We need to try and focus on having the least amount of casualties as possible. Unfortunately, this is the only way.
I know. It's just that when I took the oath for office, I never thought I'd be put in a situation like this. People told me it was going to be hard, but this... It's him.
Let's just try to stall him for as long as we can, sir. We need a little more time.
Right. Put him on speaker.
Yes, sir.
This is the President. You're also on the line with my Chief of Staff, Ryan.
Mr. President, have you given any thought to my proposal?
Sir, if I may, what you're proposing will put this entire country's national security at risk. How can you honestly expect us to go along with something like that?
Ryan, was it? You don't seem to understand the situation. This will give my people the satisfaction they have been wanting for so many years.
Satisfaction? You put...
Ryan, I'll handle this. What you're asking for will cripple this country for decades. I can't allow that to happen.
I'm disappointed in you, Mr. President. I was under the impression that you cared for your people. It seems I was wrong. What happens next will be on your conscience.
Now you listen to me, you son of a bitch.
Sir, we have to start making preparations. Now.
Who the hell does he think he is?
Sir, please try to focus on the task at hand. The fighter will be deployed shortly.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry, Ryan. I just... Check on the status of the fighter.
Yes, sir.
I sure could use a drink right about now.
Sir, the fighter is being deployed as we speak. They're setting up a live feed now.
Good. Do they have an ETA on the target?
According to the radar, the fighter should be within firing range in 8 minutes.
Alright, thank you, Ryan.
However, Mr. President...
Yes? What is it?
The plane may reach a populated area before it can be brought down, sir.
What are you saying?
Well, we don't know the exact target, but given the amount of time he gave you earlier to make your decision, we can assume that his plan is to release the pathogen here. This city has a little over 75,000 people in it. Our projected casualty rating would be well over 15,000 if he were to use the weapon here.
Why don't we just evacuate the area then?
Sir, we don't have the time to evacuate them on such a short notice. And even if we did, it would only cause the situation to escalate by triggering a mass panic.
Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
The only thing we can do, sir, hope for the best. If we were to shoot down the plane in a populated area, such as this, the casualties would be much larger than the originally estimated 200 or so.
Tell me, Ryan, how much longer will it be before this plane reaches the city?
It's hard to say at this point, sir, but if they remain on their current course, we estimate in about 6 or 7 minutes.
Are you telling me our fighter won't make it in time?
That does seem to be the reality of the situation, sir. Yes. But at this point, we must neutralize it at all costs. We cannot allow that biological weapon to be used. The damage it could cause would be catastrophic, something this country has never seen before.